What's up, family? This is your man, not your boy, Go Black to Africa. Hey, so we're here at another interview right here. Run into one of my subscribers here, reached out to me, and he's been doing some traveling in Africa. Where is it? You just came from
Nairobi, Kenya.
Nairobi, Kenya. So, he just came from Nairobi, Kenya, and now he's over here in Tanzania. Let him introduce himself right here, and we're going to get into just ask him some questions so that you all will be motivated and encouraged to come visit the Mother Africa. All right, my brother, please introduce yourself.
Hey, I'd like to say I'm so happy to be here to visit with you, Go Black to Africa. And my name is Victor Harris. I'm from Atlanta, Georgia, and this is my first time on the continent. And I have to say that you inspired me to come to Africa and investigate for myself. I have been here maybe about 3 weeks now. I arrived in Nairobi, Kenya. I spent 2 weeks there. I got a chance to go to Safari National Museum on top of the tallest building in Nairobi. It was wonderful, and I want to share how I ended up here, what inspired me to come to find out the facts in Africa.
Well, I know that you have, some great information for people, because I know everybody has always wanted to know. I get all these emails, man, about, coming to Africa, the do's, the don'ts, people's experiences, what to expect, and all that right there. So let's try to go from the beginning, and let's talk about what motivated you, because you said to come to Africa. You said it's your first time here.
Yeah.
What was it?
For Christmas, my youngest son, it was 27, bought me a DNA test as a Christmas gift. And of course, I submitted the sample, and then actually forgot about it. And so he asked me, have you seen the results? I was like, I kind of forgot about it. And so my missus dug up the results, and she said, well, do you want to see it? I said, yeah, I want to see it. And when I got a chance to take a look at the results, I was shocked, because the results said that my DNA was 75% African. It said I was 30% Nigerian, 10% Cameroonian, and then with all of the other small tribes, my DNA was 75% African. And I thought to myself, man, this has got to be a mistake, because I was always led to believe that our DNA by my mother, that it would be mostly American Indian.
Native American, or
Native American, American Indian. And when this result said 75%, I said, wait a minute, man. I got to launch my own investigation. I'm going to be off from work for 3 months from the motion picture industry. And I said, you know what? I'm going to take 2 months, and I'm going to go, and I'm going to get down to the bottom of this. And okay, so I arrived in Nairobi, and I'm making my way through the city. I met a couple of great people, got a couple of guides, tour guides that speak Swahili and English. And after about 3 or 4 days, I just couldn't shake this feeling. And I was like, why do I feel like I'm at home? I feel so comfortable, and I feel so safe, and I'm like, oh my God, this thing has got to be real. I said, well, you know what? Hey, look, I'm not cutting my trip short. You know what I mean? I had planned to visit Kenya, Tanzania, Senegal, and Ghana, and then have a 2 or 3 day layover in Lagos, Nigeria, because a friend lives there that has worked with me in the movie industry and wanted me to stop by to say hello. That's how I ended up here, right?
Wow.
In Africa.
Wow. So it piqued your interest from your DNA test that what you thought was Native American blood flowing through you. I'm laughing because
it knocked my socks off, man.
I'm laughing because my wife and a lot of others believe this Native American, or whatever you want to call our folks there, that their DNA runs heavy in our blood, and I'm like, yo, we Africans. But I understand, because yes, we have been going to the continent of America for hundreds and thousands of years, building families and communities that were there. So yes, I mean, even when you look at the Seminoles, very dark skinned native folks that are there, that from that region there. So I understand it. So yeah, it piqued your interest. You came here, you go to Kenya, and this feeling comes over you like, I'm at home.
Hey, look, I mean, it's like, it's just unbelievable. I tell you what it's like, and I've said this to a couple of people. It's like finding a part of yourself that you didn't know was lost.
Wow.
And that's at my age, which, 60 plus, I said, how could this be? You know what I mean? Because I have a large family, and my family is originally from Nashville, Tennessee. I mean, you would share with me some of the experiences in Nashville.
Yep.
Okay. I don't even know anybody in my family that has ever been to Africa before. And I say, oh my God, this is a travesty. You know what I mean? But it's because of the indoctrination, public education, and the American system. And another thing that I pointed out was that when I was preparing for this trip to come to Africa, I would meet so many of my Anglo-Saxon brothers and sisters that had been and loved it and enjoyed it, and no African Americans that had been. I was like, man, something's wrong with this picture. You know what I mean? Now that I've been here, I see how beautiful it is. I see how wonderful the people are. I see how it's a natural environment. The food is natural. It's like night and day compared to the States, where everything we eat is has preservatives and GMOs in it. Over here, it's not like that. And I've only been here 3 weeks, and I feel like I've already lost 10 pounds, and I feel great.
Yeah, wow.
It's amazing.
So now, how was your family receptive of you coming to Africa? How was that for you?
Hey, it's like, I mean, I can't believe my social media. It's like everybody in my family is watching my experiences here, because I'm a photographer. I've been a photographer for a long time. I shoot videos. I mean, I've worked in the motion picture industry for the last 12 years with all my friends and partners in the Studio Mechanics Guild in Atlanta. I'm gonna give you guys a shout out. You know what I mean? And hey, look, I couldn't even tell my mother that I was coming because before the virus hit, I had told her about my thoughts about going to Africa to visit Africa, and she had got so upset that I was like, I couldn't believe it. So I didn't even tell her. I didn't even tell her that I was leaving. You know what I mean? Because it was so upsetting to me, because I consider myself a world traveler, because I joined the military straight out of high school, and I've been to 4 continents, but never had a desire to come to Africa. And I shared with you earlier, I wish that I had this experience in my teens. You know, because I would have been a totally different person a long, long time ago. But like I shared with you, man, I've been to China. I've been to Australia. I served in the military in Hawaii. I worked in Canada for 3 years. Been to Paris a couple of times. Been to London a few times, and but never had a desire to come to Africa. But guess what? I'm here now, and I'm happy that I made it.
Wow. And so now you plan on being here for a total of 3 months or so?
2 months.
Total of 2 months.
Yeah.
What would you say to the brothers and sisters out there who haven't been to the continent of Africa? Those who still have that old idea that it's impoverished, people are starving, Ebola diseases, and all that right there. What would you say to those people who have the doubts, who had not a clue like yourself?
Yes.
So what do you have for our brothers and sisters out there who have never been to the continent, who may be teeter-tottering or who are just totally against maybe Africa because you were there yourself. And so what would you say to them?
Well, what I would say to the brothers and sisters out there in the diaspora is that specifically the African Americans, from the day that you're born to the day that you die, you're a minority in a majority society. And many of us think that's normal. Well, I want to tell you that's not normal, because the continent of Africa is over three times the size of the U.S. The population of Africa is over 1.5 billion Africans. So your normal in America is not normal. And most people don't think like that. You know, for me, the first time that I had that experience was in Jamaica. My son's mother, my wife, is from Jamaica, the mountains of Jamaica. And I can remember being in the mountains of Jamaica for 2 weeks, and I did not see one of my Anglo-Saxon brothers and sisters, okay? And it dawned on me, it dawned on me, I know.
I'm gonna let him be him, y'all. Look, everybody ain't gonna be like me, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, hey, it is what it is. Go ahead, brother.
You mean that we really don't need them, you know what I mean, to live a productive life? And we don't, but the thing is we can live together. But the thing is America's normal for people, melanated people, African Americans, is not normal. And I'm talking about for the majority of melanated people in the world, they live in a society that is predominantly whatever ethnicity they are. Okay? And so, you know, open up your mind and don't take my word for how beautiful and wonderful Africa is. I tell every traveler, hey, look, go see for yourself. Never settle for hearsay, okay? Because your experience might be totally different than my experience. You know what I mean? But my experience has been wonderful. And for all of you that know me and that are tuned into my social media, hey, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I'm a photographer, you know what I mean? And my videos show you the real deal.
Yeah, I mean, well, my thing is this right here is that, you know, it's great in what you said, man, because I believe everybody should at least come and visit the motherland. And that was one of the reasons why I left. That, you know, the prejudice and all that stuff definitely built up to a place to where I was done with America. But I told my wife when I told her I could not go back to America is because I've lived all my life as a minority. It was time for me to be around my people. I believe we can live without others. But business-wise, I believe it's important to extend and do business with other countries and all that right there. We don't need to depend on anybody. But ourselves, you know, that's here in Africa. And everybody else who comes outside of Africa is guests. You know what guest means? You're only here for a short period of time and it's time for you to go. You know what I mean? But that's just me. My brother has his view, I have my view. But my thing is this right here is that what I love, like you said, and I like that point you make, is that being in a place that where you are now the majority, and now you can call the shots, you can make the decision, you can create the laws upon those who are the minority coming in. Is a totally different ballgame than where I was used to in America.
That's a fact.
So I understand what you said there. You know what I mean? And so you know, I appreciate you, brother, for at least doing the interview with me and all that right there.
Hey man, thank you for inviting me, my brother. You know what I mean? Hey, look.
Hey, let me say this right here too. Let me say this right here too. He gave me hell on my email. About some things that I did in a video. This is to go to show I'm willing to meet with people and have a dialogue.
Hey, can you believe that? And I critique. Go black to Africa.
He critiqued the hell out of me. And I'm like, it's right here. Hey, let's have a cup of coffee. Let's sit and talk about it. Let me hear you out, brother. Because you know I have my belief. He has his belief. You know. And my thing is that can we be men?
That's right.
First and foremost,
Yeah.
We're black. We're brothers.
That's fact.
You know,
That's fact.
we're brothers beyond any other people we might want to call brothers.
That's fact.
That's first and foremost in my book.
That's fact.
Now, the thing about it is, can we sit down now and get to a place of understanding?
That's fact.
I understand why he is and believes what he does, and he understands me. And we can break bread. And brother done brought me a smoothie, and we've been having great conversation. You know. And I'm not too far out there to where I can't sit down with people who disagree with me or some things I say. I said, I want to meet this brother right here. You know what I'm saying?
And he did, you know, and it's been wonderful, man. It's been wonderful, man.
Wonderful.
You know, but I'm still a bit partial, man. You see, I'm U.S. Navy, okay?
And that explains why he think the way he think, because I'm Air Force. You know, I was in the Air Force. You know, and only the smart are allowed in the Air Force. Got the highest ASVAB test. You got to score. Am I right?
Hey, look, that's true.
You got to score the highest ASVAB.
But we got the UDT SEALs.
Okay.
And we swim like SEALs.
Well, okay? I'm not going to defend the military no more. That's definitely something that I did my time there. But I ain't gonna argue with them because at the end of the day, first and foremost, we brothers.
That's right.
And don't ever let nobody ever get in between that one first and foremost.
That is
all right, family. This is your man, not your boy. This is the first one right here. Interview different, unlike any other. To go black to Africa.